Hi everyone, I am Pauline Newman, International Head Judge for FMG International, and I am joined today by fellow Head Judge who, for those of you that don't know, is also my husband, Lee Newman. Thanks for coming on, Lee.
Hi, how you going?
So today we're going to do the post-show wrap-up for FMG Worlds, and we're just going to do a brief overview of the top 3 placings for all the categories. And I'll just say this isn't the feedback for those competitors. This is just our impressions, having a quick look at their photos, remembering back from the day. It's not the detailed feedback for the individual competitors, but it's just an overview to explain the categories and how the placings were organised. So let's get straight into it. So the first category for the day that we're discussing is men's fitness, amateur men's fitness. And in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 209, Sam Healy. Lee, what did you think of Sam?
Oh, I thought he was really, really good. Like, he's got the potential to be really good, I think, in the future.
His
condition was unreal.
Yep.
Yeah, from head to toe, nice even condition, good skin colour, nice
great.
Smile, looked like he really wanted to be there. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he's really balanced. I'm looking forward to seeing him on the pro stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well done on achieving that pro status, Sam. And in second place was competitor number 204, Daniel Yates. And we saw Daniel a couple of weeks earlier at the NZ show. And his feedback from NZ was to come in tighter, which he did come in tighter for this show. I think he could have pushed the conditioning a bit more. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. He did pretty good for a 2-week period, how much more condition he came in. But, yeah, I think he still needs to be a little bit tighter, especially through the front of the legs where it goes to the hip.
Yeah.
They were separated, you could see it, but not quite enough, especially compared to the guy that beat him.
Yeah, yeah. But definitely potential to take out a part in the future.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then in third place, we had competitor number 207, Jack Edwards. Jack had great conditioning as well.
He looked really. I thought he looked really good. Like, his condition was really good. Also, had a little bit of an issue with the sweating, and that I think he could be drier for the morning show. But other than that, he's got a lot of potential. I think. His posing needs a little bit of work. He's a little bit hunched forward and stuff like that. But the potential, he's got so much potential.
Yeah. And I think at one point, and I think it was in this lineup, that Jack was not feeling well and had to leave the stage and come back.
Okay, yep.
And it's important for competitors to remember at any time, if you're not feeling well or you have a bikini malfunction or something like that, leave the stage. Our people backstage will get you sorted. And then he made it back to stage. Didn't affect the placings. We still had time to score him.
Yeah.
And I think, too, an important thing for guys to remember as well, and girls as well, if you're starting to sweat on stage, not to panic. It's hard. Just try and remain calm, because if you're not visually affected by it, no one's going to really notice it as much. So stay calm under that pressure situation.
Which is difficult to do sometimes, but you just got to try and stay present.
Yeah, but it was a really good lineup. I mean, I think any of those guys could be a pro.
Oh, easily, yes.
But on this day, Sam took out that pro.
Yeah, it's his condition that got it.
Yeah. But well-deserved win and great top 3 placing. Okay, moving on, we have the pro men's fitness category. And in first place and FMG World Champion is competitor number 222, Luke Richardson. So Luke was the reigning Australian champion from the previous year. What did you think of Luke?
Yeah, he looked good. Like, every year he improves. This time he was a little bit bigger, a little bit drier, always in good condition. I thought, he looked amazing, and he's got that great structure, which is genetic structure, where he's got the shoulder, hip, waist ratio is just perfect.
And he's got the little joints as well.
Little joints, nice V taper. He's exceptional.
Yeah. Well deserved win, and looked amazing. Improves from show to show, which is great to see. Then in second place we had competitor 220, all the way from Milan, was Eduardo Nizzolo. How peeled was that guy?
I know. He was probably the leanest guy in the whole show.
Yeah, definitely.
With thin looking skin. He was amazing. Great skin colour.
Yep.
Always smiling, happy to be there. Looked like he's having a great time. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Really good.
And sometimes if it's someone that's watching this from our from this post-show wrap-up, or you've seen photos in real life on the day from where the judges sit, sometimes it does look different to what people are seeing further back in the audience or on a video or in photos, but he was lean, wasn't he?
He was peeled, yeah. That was, he super thin skin, Amazing.
But moving forward, feedback for him would be maybe a bit more size.
Yeah. It needs a little bit more leg sweep. A little bit. His posing could do with a little bit of work tweaking, especially from the rear when he does back poses and stuff.
Yeah.
He wasn't bringing out as much detail in his back as he possibly could, I think.
I agree.
But other than that, condition's not an issue.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more leg size in the for sweep and stuff like that. And his legs from side on, he could do with a little bit more thickness there.
Yeah. But I'm so glad he came all the way from Italy to come and compete. He had previously just won the UK championship over there, and I'm so glad he travelled all the way here to Australia. And in third place, we had competitor 218, Samat Gula. I do apologise in advance if I get someone's name pronounced the wrong way. I'm terrible at this. But Sammy had turned pro at the Thailand show earlier this year, then made his pro debut and won the pro fitness in New Zealand, and now has stepped on the world stage, which is so good to see people turning pro and then actually stepping on stage as pros.
100%.
What did you think of Sam?
I thought he was fantastic. Like, he's such a positive and a great personality on stage. Like, he looked like he really wanted to be there, and he's really got good camaraderie with all the other guys doing the fist bumps on stage and stuff. And even when the placings were announced, he's clapping for people who placed ahead of him. He's just a really nice, likeable guy, and his structure is really good. Legs from side on were probably the best in the lineup.
I agree.
Nice thickness, nice lines down the side. Just needs a little bit more V-taper and stuff like that, I think, to try and match it with people like Luke and stuff. But everything else is pretty much there, and his condition was good. Could be a touch tighter, but not much.
Yeah, he was really good, and like you said, all the guys have good camaraderie on stage, but there's certain athletes that you can tell they love it up there, don't they?
He was enjoying himself.
Yeah, the whole lineup was amazing. I loved the men's fitness lineup. They all bought the conditioning, so it was really good to see. Okay, moving on, we have the amateur men's physique category. And in first place, and new FMG Pro, is competitor number 225, Sam Chapman. What did you think of Sam?
Yeah, I thought he was good. Yeah. Same thing. Could be a touch tighter. He's got a nice V taper, but I feel as though he could have a little bit more lats, and his arms are lacking slightly. But he had great skin colour. Conditioning through the abs and obliques was really, really good. And same thing, his posing wasn't too bad. I thought he's obviously practiced a lot. I thought he was good.
Do you think with saying a bit more V-taper, it's just going to make that waistline look a bit smaller?
100%, yeah. Like a little bit more width in the shoulders and the lats will just enhance his silhouette. Yeah,
awesome. And I look forward to seeing him actually when he does his pro debut with his feedback, which we have done, so to see the improvements he makes. And in second place was competitor number 224, Jace Swain. What did you think of Jason?
I thought his condition was fantastic.
It was excellent condition,
unbelievable condition.
And great calves.
Yeah, great calves, good separation through the legs and stuff like that. His posing, I think, was a little bit of an issue with him, only because he wasn't opening up enough. Everything was a bit bunched up and close together. So I think he needs to work with a coach, and that would improve his physique dramatically. Even when he was doing rear shots like rear double biceps, his shoulders were too close together. He wasn't flaring his lats properly, which is an easy fix. But as far as conditioning goes, he was the leanest guy in that category.
And that's the thing with posing. Like, sometimes the guys don't think it's as important as the girls put in the effort with posing. It's so important because being on stage, you're showing your strengths and hiding your weaknesses. So better posing can sometimes end up in a different result.
Even when he was doing like side chests and that, he was a little bit restricted, like not flaring himself enough to make himself appear bigger. And that can make a massive difference.
So massive potential with minor changes that are really easy to do. And so then in third place, we had competitor 228, Christian Davis, and we saw Christian 2 weeks earlier at the New Zealand show. I thought Christian looked better in New Zealand. I was quite impressed with him in New Zealand. I think he maybe lacked the conditioning and dryness here.
I don't think there was much in it, but I agree. Like, I think, he looked a little bit better in New Zealand, I think, especially in the areas where you normally do soften up first, like lower back, a little bit in the glutes and hamstrings and stuff like that. Wasn't quite as tight, but huge potential. Like
Definitely.
he's still got that conditioning, which is nice and even from head to toe. No soft spots really. Just needs to be a bit leaner and drier overall, like over his whole body. But his structure's quite good because he's a tall guy, long limbs. Probably needs to build a little bit more size overall, but not anywhere specific because his proportions are really good.
Yeah, I think he's got huge potential as well. So well done to our amateur men's physique. So next up is our pro men's physique category, and in first place and new FMG pro men's physique world champion is JJ Barrett. How good did JJ look? How lean was he?
I know. He looked amazing. Like I wasn't prepared for how lean he was going to be.
Yeah.
Like I saw a few pictures of him, you know, the post as he was coming in. But once you see him in real life in 3 dimension, he was another level. And deep carved abs, proportions were good. Wasn't really lacking anywhere. Could maybe do a little bit more leg sweep. That's about it. But every other angle, he looked amazing. And
when JJ walked out on stage, he was so impressive that we both laughed. We said, "Oh my God, how peeled is he?" Like we were just blown away with how peeled he was. An awesome world champion. Just ticked all the boxes there. Great showman.
Great sportsman. Happy for all the other competitors. He's the sort of guy, even if he didn't place, he'd still be happy.
Yeah, definitely,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. And JJ is actually our FMG Mexico show promoter, so it was great to see him stepping up on the stage. And he's 44.
I know.
So
it's crazy.
Age is no barrier.
No loose skin or anything.
I know.
It's crazy.
Amazing. Crazy. And he's someone who does stay in shape all year as well. So I think that's the benefit too with his show day conditioning. He does stay conditioned all year round. But a well-deserved win there, and I was pretty damn impressed with him.
So was I, yeah.
Then in second place, we had competitor 232, Dan Mazzola. And Dan had previously competed at the NZ show, so made huge improvements from NZ. But he's also moved down. He was a men's muscle champion, and now he's moved down to the physique lineup. So what did you think of Dan? He's improved heaps from New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. In 2 weeks, he's done amazing. In New Zealand, he had a little bit of issues with muscles not firing right and stuff like that, but he corrected all that. His condition was better. He was tighter in the places that we spoke about.
Yeah.
But, he was... he'd improved a lot. Yeah. Like in a 2 week period.
And I think, the posing was better.
Yeah.
His tan looked better.
Yeah, it did,
Whether he did more base coats prior to getting his tan applied. The posing trunks were better.
Yeah.
Just everything was improved. I was really impressed with how far he had come in that 2 week period.
Yeah, I was too, And he's got great quads, like especially around the knees where it sort of hangs over his knee almost. It's like he's got some amazing legs.
And I definitely think he is more suited to physique in the muscle category.
Yeah. When he used to be in the muscle category, he was always the smallest guy in the lineup. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's hard when you're going up against guys that are outweighing you by 20 kilos and stuff like that. So I think by him losing that little bit of size, this is the perfect category for him.
But he doesn't need any more size.
No, he's still at the top end of it.
Yeah, definitely. And then in third place was competitor 230, Freshian Fresh Rucker. What did you think of Fresh?
I thought he looked really, genetically, he's an absolute freak.
Yeah.
Like when he first walks out, you think, oh my God, there's the winner.
Yeah. He's like the Flex Wheeler of men's physique.
He is, and he's got incredible structure, incredible round muscle bellies. Everything was good, but he needed to be tighter. Unfortunately, especially in the glutes, the hamstrings, and the leg from side on, that's where he lost it. Yeah. That's what let him down.
Unfortunately, Fresh with JJ's conditioning.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's going to be crazy to see.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Yeah, we just need that next level, especially on a world stage and on the pro stage. We just need to see that next level of conditioning. But he's still, again, he's got plenty of size, doesn't need more size.
No. Yeah, his potential it's a condition issue for him.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You know, he gets his condition spot on. Very hard to beat. Yeah,
and he's a good showman on stage. Loves being up there. He's just really good to watch. And the whole lineup, the whole men's pro,
and he's always
lineup.
Smiling, always happy. Yeah, got a nice smile. Like he looks good.
And that whole lineup was amazing. Like even outside the top three, it was a great lineup.
Yeah, top six, anyone could have won any given year.
Yeah, definitely
in the top six. Yeah, it was good. They were all in shape.
I'm really excited to see it grow and get even more competitors in it and
100%,
more
yeah.
depth as we progress along. Okay, so moving on to amateur men's muscle category. In first place and new pro was competitor 236, George Medakovic. What did you think of George?
I thought he was good too. Like he had really round muscle bellies.
Didn't he?
Yeah, really round. Looked great under the stage lights because when they're real round like that, they cast heaps of nice shadows and make the grooves look deeper than they really are.
Yeah.
Leg separation was good. Just needed to be a little bit leaner, a bit tighter.
I think so too.
But not anywhere in specifically. It was
Just
pretty much
overall.
from head to toe.
Yeah.
Just needs to be sharper.
Great skin.
And great skin. The skin looked amazing.
Yeah, great skin.
He looked good.
Yeah, definitely. And in second place was competitor 225, Sam Chapman, who actually took out the men's physique. So he is a men's physique pro, and I think he is more suited to men's physique.
Yes.
But obviously, we can only judge who was on stage that day.
Yep.
And then in third place, who we've also talked about, was competitor 228, Christian Davis, who came third in the men's physique category. And we talked about Christian earlier.
Yeah.
I think at this stage he is more suited to men's physique than men's
for sure.
muscle due to size.
Yeah,
and his height.
he's got a frame that could carry into muscle, but he will need to put on a bit of size.
Yeah, so I guess that depends. Does he want to keep competing and refining his size for physique, or does he want to have a big build season?
Yeah.
And then build into muscle? So it's obviously up to what way he wants to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on to our pro men's muscle category. And in first place and our FMG World Muscle Champion was competitor number 239, Sebastian Roche. What a freak.
I know. Unbelievable.
How good
so
were
he
his
won
legs?
his pro card, what was it, 2 weeks before that?
And in New Zealand, yes.
And then comes 2 weeks later and wins the world title. It's like,
How good is that?
I know. That shows how exceptional you are. Like, his condition was really, really good. Like, he's got these craziest set of thighs.
Hasn't he?
Yeah, like separated from front, back, rear, every angle. Proportions are really good. Could be a touch tighter around the midsection and the lower back.
Yes, I agree.
and maybe needs a little bit of thickness in the lower back.
Yep.
But that's just being really, really picky.
Yeah.
His side on, his chest was all striated. Shoulders were nice and sharp. Looked amazing.
And he did improve from the NZ show as well. He
did
come in that bit tighter in a few places.
Bit tighter, but he could still go that touch more, I think.
I agree. I agree. But definitely a well-deserved winner in that category. There's something I'm just going to mention with the men's categories now that we've gotten to the end of the guys' categories in general is I think some of the guys overall could improve their posing.
Yes.
And I think it's something we discussed we could do maybe a bit of a podcast at one time about some little things that guys are doing that could make them look better. And the screenshot I'm just looking with the guys doing a side chest here is when they're side on, like tensing their hamstring so their hamstring goes flat rather than hanging and letting that hang. But I think that could be a whole podcast for another time about some little tweaks that some of the guys could be doing. Yeah,
it's good if you can relax your hamstring because it just adds more curve to your leg. We're not really, you're trying to look for thickness from side on. Of course, you have to tense it when you're from the rear because you want to see lines and detail then, but not so much from side on poses. You need to let it hang and
to create that shape between the quad and the hamstring.
Create that shape. And a lot of guys are doing that. They're squeezing their hamstrings from side on, which I think is a bit of a mistake, just flattens it out and makes your leg shape change dramatically.
Yeah. So if everyone's interested, we are going to potentially do another podcast that will just talk about some techniques that we would like to see the guys doing moving forward, just to enhance how they look on stage. But what a well-deserved win, Sebastian. He's a very shy and humble guy. And I don't think he realises how good he is.
No, he doesn't. No.
So it is really good to see such a amazing champion coming through from turning pro 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then in second place was competitor 242, Kyle Martins, who was the reigning Australian champion coming into this show. What did you think of Kyle? Yeah,
well, he was a little bit off for him.
I agree.
Yeah, the previous times when he's won shows, he was tighter than that.
Yeah.
Size-wise, plenty of size, no weaknesses, just condition.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think that's it.
If he was in the same condition as Sebastian, it would have been a lot closer run.
Yeah.
A lot closer between them.
Yeah, definitely.
But other than that, it was just a condition issue with him.
Yeah, for sure. And he's definitely got the potential to come back and win another title.
And he didn't look bad. It's just that Sebastian was pretty much right on.
Yeah. And it's an unfortunate sport. And I guess it's like a 100-metre race as well. It comes down to that show day finish. Like, you can be lean But if you mess up your water balance or something that day, that can affect your whole placing. It's just like a 100-metre race. You get a bad takeoff, that can affect that placing. It all comes down to that, what happens on that one last day as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So definitely not out of the running by coming second here. An amazing achievement still as well, and definitely can win.
Actually, him and Sebastian have a very similar structure.
Yeah.
Like, hip to waist ratios and stuff like that. Their structure is very sound. With guys like that, it's always just a condition issue.
Yeah, definitely. And then in third place was competitor 238, Jay Haight. And what did you think of Jay?
Yeah, he improves all the time.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, every year. Gets bigger, harder. His condition improves all the time. His upper body is just as good as anyone up there.
Definitely.
Legs from side on is the one thing that he needs work on.
Yeah, I think they've improved from the front on.
Same, from front on they have. Still could do with a little bit more, but they're improving all the time.
Yeah.
But it's the legs from side on.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, which I'm sure he's aware of.
Yes.
And sometimes you're limited by your genetic structure.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's trying, but he's just constantly improving.
Yeah, he's probably one of the competitors that is the most impressive with his improvements from show to show, I would say.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And he loves being on stage too, so I love seeing that. Okay, moving on. We're going to go into our amateur fitness model. And in first place, our new FMG Pro is competitor number 349, Paige Miley's. What did you think of Paige?
I thought she was really good too. Like she's got an amazing structure, like really little joints.
Yes.
Little knees, little ankles, little wrists and that. And when you've got that, you don't need to be big anywhere.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit of muscle and you've got the curves.
It's all the illusion, isn't it?
And she really tiny waist and everything. I thought, she looked really good.
To her quads.
And her condition was pretty much perfect for that category, I think.
The only thing I would maybe say, and she's got a little bit of height on her, so it didn't really affect her too much, was at the morning show she had the little, like the thicker strap around her ankle.
Yeah.
And that can often cut you off
at the leg.
At the ankle. It didn't affect her too much because she wasn't as short. No. But on some people, it can just really cut you off at the ankle and just cut your leg off.
Changes your whole structure.
Changes the whole look. So maybe I would say for a pro debut, I wouldn't wear something like that. I would keep that clear around my ankle for the morning show.
Yeah.
But other than that, conditioning was good and she had a great look, didn't she?
Yeah, she looked really good.
And in second place was competitor number 248, Lola Vidamaki. Sorry, Lola, I know I'm saying that wrong. Loved her orange bikini, really stood out on her. We've seen her compete before and she has improved at this show. Yeah. What did you think of Lola?
I thought she looked really good. That burnt orange bikini looked really good on her skin colour.
Yeah, and with the dark hair.
Yeah, looked really, really good. And she's good as well. She just got pipped by someone who was a little bit tighter in places, a little bit better taper.
Yeah.
Nothing she can't improve upon.
Definitely.
But yeah, she looked good from pretty much every angle.
Huge potential.
Huge potential, yeah.
Yeah. And then in third place was competitor 243, Serena Cachador. And I thought she had great potential as well, Katrina.
Absolutely, yeah.
Serena, sorry.
Yeah.
What did you think of Serena?
Yeah, the reason she got third is because she wasn't quite as lean as the other girls.
Definitely.
If she was as lean as the other girls, it could have been a totally different scenario. So I thought she was really good too. Just needs to be a bit more conditioned.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit in the legs, a bit in the glutes, lower back. Could do with a little bit more V taper.
Yep.
But other than that, her structure's really, really good.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to Fitness Model 35 Plus, and the winner of that one was Danny Archer, competitor number 244. Now, Danny was the only person in Fitness 35 Plus, and she actually was awarded and won her pro card in Bikini Athletic. So we're going to cover Danny when we get to Bikini Athletic because that's the category where she was awarded her pro status in. So moving on to our Fitness Model 45 Plus. And the winner and new FMG Pro competitor number 249, Pamela Page. We've seen Pamela compete before and she has made improvements, gained more size. What did you think of Pamela?
Yeah, I thought she was really good. Like plenty of muscle,
yes.
Especially her legs had a nice sweep to them, but needed to be a bit more conditioned.
More conditioning,
and pretty just evenly from head to toe.
Yeah.
No places that were bad, no places on her body which were bad or soft or loose or anything like that.
Just overall.
Overall needs better conditioning.
Yeah.
I reckon another 2 weeks and she could look
Could have
really
looked
good.
a lot different, yeah, definitely. And then in second place was competitor 245, Carol Chong. And Carol's just so lovely to watch up on stage.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can tell
She's
she
always
loves
smiling and
being
happy.
up there. Improves from show to show. We've seen Carol before, so it was great to see her back up there. And the dark blue bikini looked just beautiful on her.
Yeah.
So it's great to see people up there enjoying their time on stage. Now moving into the pro fitness model category. In first place and new FMG Fitness Pro champion, we have competitor number 253, Hattie Boydell. What did you think of Hattie?
Yeah, well, what do you say? I mean, yeah, it looked amazing. Great condition. Head to toe conditioning is perfect. Like there's, most girls struggle to get their legs as lean as their upper body, whereas for Hattie, just from head to toe, it's so even. Great quads, as we know.
Great calves.
Great calves, great quads. But I feel as though she's brought her quads down a little bit.
Yes.
And made a massive difference to her proportions. Like she's more in proportion now.
Than ever.
Yeah.
So Hattie's feedback from the last time she had stepped on the stage with us was that her quads were quite dominant. So she needs to look at either gaining more muscle in the upper body and moving up to figure or refining that lower body. And she's done just that, just to fit perfect
100%.
in with the fitness category. So what can you say to improve on?
She's a hard one.
She improved from the last show, but what do you say to improve on from now?
Yeah, there's not a lot you can really say. She's pretty much spot on.
Yeah, a very seasoned, polished competitor on stage. You can tell she's done this many, many, many times.
Yeah.
So well done, Hattie.
And just the posing and the walk and everything's
the whole overall look. Yeah, well done, Hattie. And in second place was competitor number 254, Shawnee Hammond. I love Shawnee. She looks beautiful on stage. Loved the bikini colour she wore.
Yep.
How small is her waist?
I know.
It is tiny. She did tell me once what the meameasurement was. I'm sure it's smaller again.
24, 26.
Might have even been smaller than that, I think.
That's crazy. Her structure is amazing. Like nice wide shoulders, tiny little waist, not too big in the hips.
Yep.
Her condition, though, I thought she was a bit leaner upper body than lower body.
Yeah.
She needs to get that condition more even from head to toe, which is what
she could have been a
desires.
touch more conditioned.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Not much. Like you're talking, a tiny bit. But her structure is fantastic.
Yeah. So much potential. Yeah. She is a crown holder. She will definitely go on to win another crown.
And easily,
she was right in the mix up there with Hattie. She came up against a really tough one in this lineup, but definitely an amazing competitor. Love her overall.
Well, if you don't look out of place next to Hattie, you're pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. And then in third place was competitor number 250, Victoria Scott, who joined us all the way from Las Vegas. And Victoria is also the head judge for FMG in the USA. What did you think of Victoria?
Yeah, I thought she was really good too. Like any given year, she could have won that.
Definitely.
But she just come up against two really tough ones. Do you know what I mean? Like that's, but I think she could be a little bit tighter through the legs, especially the lower leg.
I agree.
Just around the knees and stuff like that, just where the muscle ends, like the your outer sweep and your vastus medialis, where it ends, it's not quite as sharp as the girl she was standing next to. But other than that, her structure was real good. Really good. Like could maybe do
very striking.
Yeah, very striking. Poses well, walks well. Had nice skin colour.
And
looked really good.
For people out there, she is over 40.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So there she is in the top three against people far younger than her. So age is definitely no barrier. She's a very seasoned competitor.
Yeah.
Really knows her stuff and definitely can't wait to see her again on the world's stage. Okay, so now we move into the Pro Fitness 35 plus, and in third place and new world champion is competitor number 258, Tammy Sarkozy. And Tammy actually won the crown 2 weeks earlier at the NZ show. Yeah. What did you think of Tammy?
Yeah, she improved even from that show. Like
definitely.
Her condition was tight. Like she took the feedback on board, come in a bit tighter. Her condition was pretty much spot on. Yeah,
so from New Zealand, she was very lean and her conditioning was great, but she just needed that little bit more in through the front quads. And she did just that for this show.
Yeah. She improved a lot. Skin colour was good, posed well.
The bikini really suited her.
Yeah. She looked fantastic, I thought.
Yeah, she is got a great physique. Really love her look. So well done, Tammy. And in second place, we had competitor 250, Victoria Scott, who we just talked about in the open category. And then in third place, we had competitor number 256, Renee Bull, and Renee did compete 2 weeks earlier at the NZ show as well.
Yep.
And I think she did improve from the NZ show.
Yeah,
she
I
was
think
very
so.
lean in NZ. I think the main feedback we might have given her was to fill up more.
That's right, yeah.
For the show?
She looked a little bit over-dieted in New Zealand. She was a little bit wasted away looking.
Yes.
Especially in the shoulders and the back. And
Yeah.
so she did fill up more, but I still think she's got room to fill up even more.
Yeah, definitely, because
she was nowhere
lean.
near spilling. Her condition was fantastic. I think she could fill up a fair bit more.
Yeah, definitely. But
Just to add more fullness to her muscle bellies, like her shoulders and her back and stuff like that, and the arms. I reckon that wouldn't hurt her at all because her condition was pretty much spot on.
Yeah, definitely. And moving on is our, hang on, I'm missing a page, is our Pro Fitness 45 plus, and winning that is who we just talked about,
Renee.
new world champion number 256, Renee Bull. So we've just said what Renee can do moving forward.
Yeah.
Love her look, loved her conditioning. What else can we say about Renee? Second place to Renee was competitor 260, Julie Melvin, and Julie was the reigning Australian fitness 45 plus champion.
Yeah.
And Julie really pushed Renee.
Well, I was torn. Like
Same.
I was, at one stage I had her first, then I had Renee first, and it was swapping and changing. It was just a little bit, like she had a bit better structure in the shoulders.
Yes,
than
Julie
Renee,
did, yeah.
Rounder,
Yep.
but wasn't quite as lean in the shoulders, but it was around the knees where the muscles end in the legs.
Where Renee
Renee pipped it, I think,
Yeah.
and glutes were a little bit tighter on her too.
Yes.
But it was very close. Like
Yes.
I was torn. I'm
Either one could have taken out that championship and you wouldn't question it. But for me, it just came down to that conditioning.
Yes.
Even though I
100%.
love Julie's structure with those wide shoulders.
Yeah.
It was the conditioning that got that overall tick in first place for Renee as opposed to Julie. But there's absolutely no reason Julie can't take out a world title.
No. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, she's a great competitor. And then in third place was competitor number 257 was Rebecca Jeffries. And Rebecca just won her pro card earlier this year, I believe it was, at the Sydney show.
Oh, yeah.
And Rebecca looked great. I think she just needs more size in this lineup.
Yeah. She's very tall,
Very tall.
very long limbs. So unfortunately, she's got to build a little bit more size to add to her, more curves to her body. Like her legs were a little bit straight up and down only because she's so tall.
Yes.
Probably carries just as much muscle as the other girls, but when it's stretched out like that, it doesn't look the same.
Do you think she could potentially move into Bikini Athletic?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think she could.
Because she's not really thickly, densely muscled.
No, if she builds a little bit more shoulders, like shoulder width and stuff like that, I reckon that's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess it comes down to the competitor, what they want to do. Like, do you want to have a good build season? Do you want to put on size? Some people say, I don't want to be any bigger than this. So then, you stay in one category, or if you're happy to build more, you can move into the next category. But, great top three there.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we have got the amateur wellness model category, and in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 262, Kiara Pugh. What did you think of Kiara?
Well, I was pretty impressed with her. Like, for wellness, she needs more size.
Definitely in the lower body.
Definitely in the lower body, but pretty much overall.
Yeah.
But her structure is like, her legs are a bit too big for her upper body now. So if she grows everywhere,
she's going to stay
should
in
remain
that
the same.
wellness proportion.
Yeah, but I was impressed. I think she's only 18 or something like that.
No, you're thinking of the girl who did bikini class 3. She was 18.
Did she have blue? Yeah,
she had blue on as well. They look very similar, actually.
That's why. Because I was impressed with how much muscle you could have, because I was thinking she was only 18.
Yeah, I'm not sure of her age. She looks very young, but I don't think she was 18.
But huge potential. Like, needs to be a little bit more conditioned.
Yeah.
But that's easy, but needs to build more muscle overall. And of course, it's very hard to build too much muscle in the legs when you're in a wellness category.
Yeah, definitely.
So
because wellness is all
concentrate on
about
the legs.
that disproportion, bigger lower body than the upper body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well-deserved win there. In second place was competitor number 263, Imogen Kennedy. And I think, again, Imogen just needs more size overall and in the lower body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And a touch more conditioning, I would say.
Yeah, conditioning, Her leg from side on was a little bit, just needed that little bit more condition as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, And that's the areas, especially on females, where if they're a little bit off, it doesn't look.
Yeah, that's where it
area,
shows.
Yeah, that's where it shows.
Yeah. And in third place was competitor 265, Katie Perrick. Katie had quite sweepy quads, but I think she needed more conditioning.
More condition, yeah. She needed to be a fair bit leaner to be competitive in that category.
Yeah, but definitely potential to come back.
Oh, yeah, she's got the muscle.
Yeah.
Got all the muscle that she needs.
Yeah. Okay. So our pro wellness model was next up, and the winner and new FMG World Champion was competitor number 270, Bree Agar. What did you think of Bree?
She's got an amazing structure.
Hasn't she got some curves to her?
Like the shoulder width to waist to hip ratios is perfect for that category.
She's very curvy.
Yeah, real curvy. That's what got the win for her.
Yes. I'd like to see her leaner.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if she could come in and leaner, she could be really hard to beat.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Really hard to beat. She's got the potential to be like the next Abby Slavin.
Yes, and of course Abby was not at this show because she is currently pregnant.
Yeah.
So we didn't see her up on stage, but love Bree's look. But I think with that more conditioning, she's got the shape, the curves, the structure. Yeah, well-deserved win though, Bree. And in second place was competitor number 268, Nico Armadi. I loved her look at this show.
Yeah.
Every show she brings a slightly different look.
She's got a real sultry sort of look about her.
And she won her pro card in Dubai last year, had a totally different look, had that real Persian look.
Yeah.
This time she's bought the Cleopatra look with,
that's right,
with the wig and the headpiece. I really love her look. What did you think of?
I thought she was fantastic. Her condition was spot on.
Yes.
Like, as opposed to Bree, who won.
Yep.
Her condition was better than Bree's.
Definitely.
But she didn't have the same curves as Bree.
And structure.
Yep. So she needs to work on a little bit more shoulder width, a little bit more lats for V taper.
Mm-hmm.
Her legs are too big for her, but she needs to build everywhere.
Yes.
So she needs more on the legs still and more on the upper body. But as far as condition and stage presence and the way she poses.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So much potential, and definitely potential to take out a championship title
for sure.
as well.
Yeah.
Then in third place, all the way from the UK, was competitor number 267, Funmi. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name. What did you think of Funmi?
I thought she was good too. Same thing. She needs to be a little bit tighter in the glutes and stuff like that. But
she has a lot of muscle.
A lot of muscle. And she's got nice sweepy thighs and stuff like that. So I think she was really good, but just needs to be a touch tighter.
Yeah, I agree. But great wellness lineup.
Yeah.
Love seeing the wellness category. Next up was our amateur figure model. We only had 2 ladies in this, so where are all our figure ladies? Let's see you come next year for our world stage and, in fact, all of our shows. But in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 271, Megan Barbuto. What did you think of Megan?
Yeah, she's got some muscle.
Hasn't she?
Yeah. I know
she's
only
quite short,
tiny,
so she can look quite muscular.
Yeah, really thickly muscled. Great calves, great quads, great arms. Could be leaner.
I think for figure. Figure is our leanest category.
Yeah, could be leaner.
Yeah,
but other than that, she was a deserving winner.
I think for her pro debut, she's got plenty of muscle. It's going to be a conditioning thing.
Yeah, 100%.
That she needs to be looking at.
Yeah, for sure.
But looking forward to seeing what she brings to the stage once she has her feedback about her conditioning. And, would love to see her just that bit leaner again. And then in second place was competitor number 246, Eleanor Salmon. Ellie needs more muscle overall because this is figure. This is our most muscular category. But she's got a beautiful structure, hasn't she? A beautiful upper body.
She should have done a different category, I think.
Well, she did also cross over into fitness as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's almost in between fitness and
bikini athletic.
Bikini athletic.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. She's not really a figure girl. Like, don't get me wrong, she's got a nice V taper.
Beautiful V taper.
Nice wide shoulders. But then the muscle in between all that, she hasn't got enough for figure. Yeah,
with the leg size and stuff like that. I think arms. She would be better suited to bikini athletic or fitness, depending on
100%.
How much time she wants to have. But love her structure.
If she does fitness, she needs to be a fair bit leaner through the legs.
Yep.
And bikini athletic, just a little bit leaner through the legs. And
then alter the posing to reflect bikini athletic as opposed to figure, of course. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now moving on to what was undoubtedly and definitely the hardest category to judge of the day,
Right.
from my opinion,
Yeah.
was our pro figure model. Now, there was only 3 girls in it, but oh my God, that was hard to judge.
It was.
So in first place and new world champion, figure champion, is competitor number 274, Asha Coulthard. This makes Asha a 5-time world champion. How amazing is that?
No, crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
What did you think of Asha?
I thought, yeah, it looked amazing. Yeah, condition was good. I've seen and judged Asha a few times, and this was by far her best condition.
Definitely.
You know, her muscles were round and full. She didn't look wasted away for how lean she was. Dry, not a bead of sweat on her on stage. Her condition was spot on.
I think
Really good.
this is the leanest I've seen her and the most muscular I've seen her.
Yeah. She really brought it, and I know she knew she had to, because she knew who she was going up against.
Yes. I love the bikini colour on her. The pink and the yellow looked absolutely striking on her. This was such a tough lineup, and this was another one where it was like first, second, first, second, first, second. Like we were really torn. And this category, and this is why we always say, do not go and blow your diet at the break because you think you've got it in the bag or anything. You've got to keep your conditioning until those awards are presented, because that literally came down to the last minute of that decision.
Yeah, we didn't have a winner until right at the end.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
And by the night show, Asha came back even harder.
Yeah.
The lines through her legs were so much more
Separated.
visible compared
absolutely.
to the morning show, and that is what sealed the deal for her for that evening show final result.
Yeah.
Moving forward, anything, if we're going to see Asha again, would you say she needs to work on?
It's hard, because when you're the world champion, like, what do you really pick on?
Yeah.
No, I think she really brought it. That's the best I've ever seen her, and it'd be hard to improve on that.
Yeah. And in second place was competitor number 727, Sinead DeSico. Love her look.
Yeah,
she's so
amazing.
striking on stage.
Yeah, she looked amazing. Like, her condition was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
She's got this unique muscle where it ends is so sharp, the detail, especially in the glutes, the end of the shoulders. Yeah, just really sharp lines. Very, it was tough between them two.
Yeah, definitely was tough. And they both had different angles where you think, I think like in that glute pose, Sinead's glutes, it's like, she's got that.
Yeah.
For me, I thought front on, Nay maybe needs a bit more inner quad.
Yes.
For me, that quite
a bit more inner thigh. It's a little bit flat through there.
Yeah.
That's just how her legs form. So whether she can do that or not, I don't know. But could maybe put a bit more emphasis on the inner thigh. Other than that, like a little bit more lats, a little bit more triceps. I think up against Asha, she was, because Asha's shorter too, looked a little bit out-muscled by Asha.
Yes.
That's probably why Asha got the nod.
Yeah.
But other than that, potentially if she could build a little bit more on her frame.
Just a touch, just
a tiny bit. But I still wouldn't call them weaknesses.
No.
It's just when you're comparing them next to Asha, she was a little bit thinner set in certain places.
Yes, definitely. But definitely an amazing look, and sure to be a crown winner anytime soon. Yeah, definitely. And then in third place, all the way from Milan, Italy as well, we had competitor number 273, Francesca Colla, who still held her own up on that stage.
Yeah.
She's got plenty of muscle. I think she needed just that extra conditioning.
Yeah. Normally she could win a show quite easily, but she come up against 2 exceptional ones.
Yes.
And their condition was next level. So if she had the same condition as them, it could have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
And she had plenty of muscle, great shape, nice, real round capped shoulders.
Yeah.
She was good.
And she looked like she loved being up on stage too, which is always good to see. But an amazing lineup, only 3 in it, but probably the toughest category to judge.
Oh, it took forever.
On the day.
It took forever.
It did take forever and literally came down to that last minute. So loved seeing the quality that those ladies brought to stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Bikini Athletic model in our amateur category. And in first place and new FMG Pro is competitor number 279, Siobhan Fabry, with the absolutely beautiful hair. She had such beautiful hair, I couldn't stop looking at it.
Yeah.
What did you think of Siobhan?
Yeah, I thought she was really good too. Like, perfect for that category. Condition was good. Yeah, condition was good. Had no weak spots, and that's why she took the win, I think, because she was looked perfect for that.
Yeah, I think she may be doing a follow-on show after this, so making her pro debut. So it'll be interesting to see how she looks on the pro stage if she does end up doing that follow-on show in the next couple of weeks. And in second place was competitor number 248, Lola, who we did just talk about. She was second place in Bikini Athletic as well.
Yeah.
And the reason why sometimes someone can place the same or in the top three in two different categories is it all comes down to who is there on that day.
Who you're next
and
to.
She was still deserving of second place.
Yeah, 100%.
Bikini Athletic Model.
Yep.
And then in third place, we had competitor number 278, Katie Alexander. And I know Katie is doing a follow-on show, which is probably going to be put on before this podcast gets released. She's doing the Bali show, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes over at the Bali show.
Yeah.
Do you think just a bit more conditioning for
that's pretty much
Katie?
it. Her proportions were quite good and everything. I think just a little bit more condition. Looked really good in the blue.
Yep.
Blue really pops on stage, especially if your tan's good.
Yes. And I think given an extra 2 weeks from our show to the Bali show.
Yeah. If she's still pushing hard, she'll look a lot better.
Yeah. So awesome top three and congratulations to our new pro. Then in Bikini Athletic Model 35 Plus in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 244, Danny Archer. So we saw Danny win the plus 35 fitness category. She was the only athlete in that. So, of course, won that. But we did award the pro status in the Bikini Athletic Model 35 Plus because that is what she is more suited.
Yeah, that's where she should be.
Yeah. What did you think of Danny?
Oh, she was really good. Like for 35 plus, like no loose skin anywhere. The glutes were firm, round, tight.
Good skin.
Good skin. Could do with a little bit more back width, shoulder width.
Yes.
Just to add a little bit more shape to her silhouette.
Yep.
But other than that, like, I thought she was really
Presentation was good. Bikini was beautiful.
Yeah. And it's a nice smile, always happy, always smiling.
She'd done the NZ show 2 weeks earlier.
Yep.
I think she looks great. And in second place was competitor number 282, Stacey Allison. Stacey looked great side on. I think she had a really good, nice glute profile.
Yeah, nice curves to her from side on.
Yeah, I think she needs to come in a bit tighter in through the midsection in the lower abdominals.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That was just the area. That's the same area I was going to say. Could be a little bit tighter through the legs and the hamstrings.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, she was pretty good.
Yeah. And then in third place, we had competitor number 280, Vandana Jayswell. I think she looks like Angela Petts in the face.
She does.
She's got a lot of Angela Petts in her. Yeah. What did you think of Vandana?
Yeah, she was good. She was quite lean.
She was quite lean.
Yeah.
Probably, I think more tightness through the glutes.
Yeah, more tightness through the glutes. She looked like she might have wasted away a little bit through the legs and the glutes and like over dieted a little bit.
Yes.
So maybe that's an issue she could address.
Yeah.
You know?
Fill up more. Yeah. Maybe just be aware of not coming in too hard.
Talk to her coach.
Fast.
If she's got a coach, talk to her coach and see if he can try and bring her in a bit fuller because she was nowhere near like spilling or anything like that. So I feel as though she could have filled up a lot more.
Definitely. So congratulations to those ladies in the Bikini Athletic 35 Plus. Now moving on to one of our bigger categories of the day, and again, a very tough category to judge, was our Pro Bikini Athletic Model. I think with Bikini Athletic, it is a newly created division. We saw that there was a gap for Bikini Athletic because there was a gap between what was bikini and what was fitness, and there were girls that were either the top end of bikini or the lower end of fitness. So that is why Bikini Athletic was created. And it only launched at our Sydney show last year. And when we first launched Bikini Athletic, there was a lot of confusion around what does Bikini Athletic look like? And at our very first show where we did have Bikini Athletic in the amateur ranks, people were saying, well, I'm confused because they still look like a bikini girl, but a bit leaner. So as the category has now progressed, I really think it's quite clear now what the Bikini Athletic
I do too,
is, and it is directly in between. It's not more bikini, it's not more fitness, it is smack bang in the middle of the two categories.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for a category to find its feet. You know, what's the ideal?
Yes.
But I think it's there now.
Yes,
Do you know
definitely.
what I mean? Like it's called athletic for a reason. You've got to look like an athlete.
Definitely.
You know, like you remember like your track and field runners and your sprinters or even your 400, 800 meter runners with the firm glutes, and you can see where all the muscles end sharp.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the look.
Yeah, without having the muscle of a fitness girl, but you're definitely so much more than bikini. So if you're thinking, is it closer to bikini or closer to fitness? it is right in between.
Right in
That is the
between.
look. And I think with especially seeing our pro athletes, that is definitely the look that has come across.
Yeah, 100%.
And in first place and FMG World Bikini Athletic Champion is competitor number 295, Paris Crosley. Now, when we launched Bikini Athletic in 2024, we had the amateur show here in Sydney, was our first time of having that category. The very first time we had the pro category was at the Texas show, and Paris took out the crown at the Texas show. So she was the very first ever person to be crowned in Bikini Athletic, and come full circle, now she is the first person to be crowned world champion. She looks amazing, Paris. What did you think of her?
I thought she was unreal. Yeah, great shaped legs. Like
amazing.
Like take the striations and the feathers down the side out of it. Like you don't need that for this category.
Yes.
But that's the way her legs formed.
Yes.
So you can't penalise her for it.
Yes.
And her legs weren't any leaner than the other girls. That's just the way the muscles formed.
Yes. And that being said, I think some people did see and think, oh, she looks like she's got striated quads. However, that's the way her muscle does form. If she had more body fat on her, you would still see some lines through there. If you look at Paris side on, I think Samantha Wicks's legs looked leaner side on than Paris's from side on.
Yeah.
And then you could say the same thing with Rhea, who was in third. Her midsection was quite tight and dry, probably drier and leaner than Paris's midsection. So that's the way her quads are from front on.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, she's exactly in the criteria for bikini athletic.
And I love the look of the striations and that, but I don't want people to think that you have to have them to win this category. That's just what she had.
That's her
take that out of it. She still had the best leg shape up there.
Yes.
Especially where the outer sweep ended and the teardrop around the knees.
Yep.
It was sharper, fuller. I thought she was really good.
And a lot of times when Paris was standing there and she wasn't locking in her legs, they just had a beautiful shape.
Beautiful shape, yeah.
Beautiful shape.
Yeah. There's only one pose you could see the striations is when she really locked them down from front on.
However, nowhere else on her physique she didn't have striated glutes. She wasn't too lean in through the lower back. She wasn't she wasn't dry and grainy looking through the midsection or anything like that. So overall, that is how her muscle forms.
Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful presentation. Beautiful skin.
Just everything, like even the hair, the way she flicked the hair around and stuff like that. Like she was, she's hard not to look at.
Definitely. Great example of bikini athletic, I think. Then in second place was competitor number 287, and no stranger to taking home crowns and titles was competitor 287, Samantha Wicks, who I love Samantha's look as
she looks good. Yeah, well, she was very close to her. Like that was very tight.
It was a tight decision.
Yeah, that was a tight decision. Samantha's structure is amazing, like the shoulder width to waist ratio and her hips and everything like that.
I actually prefer Samantha's shoulder width to waist ratio the best in that lineup.
I do too, yeah. Well, I was torn, like with the two of them. It was a back and forth as well.
Yes.
But
I like Samantha's leg side on better. I like because she has that line down
and
between the quad and the hamstring.
And her glutes a bit more curvier from side on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Sam can build a little more sweep to her outer quad.
Yeah, it looked a little bit flat down the side of the leg, standing next to Paris.
Yes.
But that wouldn't be hard for her to do because I know how she's always trying to pull back on her training so she doesn't get too muscular, so she could do that quite easily.
Yeah. But amazing stage presentation. I mean, you can tell she is a posing coach and this is what she does for a living.
Yeah.
Beautiful presentation.
Yeah, great poser.
And do you know what? A great sport. Was so genuinely happy to see Paris announced as the winner. So I love to see that.
Clapping for her as she walks forward and everything.
Yeah, and we've seen that before because Samantha did do the NZ show 2 weeks earlier where she didn't win a crown. You know, she'd won crown after crown after crown. She did NZ. Katrina did beat her at the NZ show. Samantha was slightly off of that show. And again, another example, she was so happy to see someone else take the win. So it's really good to see.
No, she's got a good outlook. I think she looks at it as just a sport, and it's one of them sports you can be on one day and off the next day.
100%.
So if you're not right on
that day,
you might not win.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the way she looks at it, and it's such a good attitude.
Yeah. And then in third place, rounding out our top three, was competitor number 293, Rhea Edwards. In the hot pink, loved the hot pink on Rhea at this show.
Yeah.
What did you think of Rhea?
I thought she looked really good. Like when they were first coming out, I'm thinking, oh, hang on a minute, she's in with a real good shot here.
Yeah.
But then when we started comparing them, there's a few areas where she was lacking a little bit of, teardrop
definitely.
And
Yeah.
how the sweep where it ends, it wasn't quite as sharp as the other girls' legs.
Yeah, I think she could do with a little bit more
sweep,
size so that the end
sweep.
comes in better.
Yeah, lower sweep and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, that's just the way her legs formed, but I'm sure she can build on that.
Definitely.
But other than that, everything else, it was close between the top three.
Yeah, and she is getting more shoulder size, which she has been asked to do, so improving all the time.
Still needs a little bit more shoulder size, though. I reckon if she had a little bit more wider shoulders, it would change her shape dramatically. But she's constantly improving.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen her, she looks better.
Yeah.
Just come up against two really, really good ones.
Yeah, so great top three. In fact, the whole top 10. The whole lineup, there was more
really
than 10 in
good.
it, was amazing. It was another category that was really hard to judge.
Yeah.
And a really great example of what Bikini Athletic is moving forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Loved it. Okay, so moving on to our Pro Bikini Athletic 35 plus category. In first place and new world champion for Bikini Athletic 35 plus was competitor number 28. Is it 85 or 65? I haven't got my glasses on. 285 Karsha
285.
Putsa. And Karsha is a crown winner already in Bikini Athletic. What did you think of Karsha?
She looks amazing. Unbelievable skin.
She
like, tight.
is 48. So not
48
only is she
yeah.
over 35, she is in her 40s.
Like her skin looks like she's 25.
Amazing skin.
Really good skin colour. She's got fantastic skin tightness everywhere. She looked good. Very hard to say that what she needs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe a touch more lats?
Yeah, a bit more lats because she's a little tiny, you know, could just do with that just from front on, just to add a little bit more shape to her silhouette. But legs ended sharp.
Great set of legs.
Great glutes. Calves were in proportion with, she looked really, really good.
Yeah, and that beautiful skin and just striking, poised, posing. Yeah, had an amazing look on stage. So well done, Karsha. Then in second place was competitor number 284, Letitia Lockhart. Letitia is also a multiple crown winner in Bikini Athletic. Letitia's conditioning was off at this show.
Yeah.
And Letitia's aware of that.
Yeah.
She's got a follow-on show where she is going to nail that conditioning, but I felt that was the factor that let her down in this lineup.
Yeah. Because she doesn't look like a 35 plus neither.
No, I know.
If she was in shape and the same condition as the winner, it would have been so close.
Yes, definitely.
You know, but
she was muscle, Letitia.
Yeah. But if she was in the same shape as the winner, same condition, she'd be a fair bit smaller.
Yes. Because she's very dense in the lower body.
So so I think she just needs to get that condition right.
Yeah, definitely. And I know she can do that. She's done it before. We've seen her look like that. She was the reigning Australian champion, and she did bring the conditioning when she did win that title. So I'm sure she can get there again.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in third place was competitor number 296, Mariana Riding. What did you think of Mariana?
She looks good. Yeah,
doesn't she look good?
Yeah. I remember I first saw her when she won a bikini title. Years and years ago.
Yes, hasn't she come a long way?
The amount of muscle she's put on and the condition she brings now is really impressive.
And Mariana is a mum to 3 children under, I believe, 4.
Yeah.
So she's had 3 babies back to back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She looked amazing.
Yeah.
Mariana did compete in both the bikini and the bikini athletic category. So moving forward, does she want to hold back and stay in bikini, or does she really want to drive, adding a bit more muscle, move into bikini athletic and just focus on that? Be interesting to see.
Yeah. She can do either, but as you get older, maybe she's not as driven to put the muscle on.
Who knows? She's just made this comeback.
I know.
Maybe she's...
Yeah, I'd like to see her do that.
Yeah.
But and just a touch more condition and a little bit more size, and she'll fit right in there.
Yeah, but another great lineup overall from all of those competitors in the Bikini Athletic 35 Plus Pro lineup. Okay, so moving on now, we will move into our amateur bikini categories. So first up, we had Bikini Class 1 was in first place a new FMG Pro competitor number 308, Diana Percella, in the hot pink with the blonde hair. What did you think of Diana?
Yeah, I thought she was a
Sorry, it's not Diana, it's Diane. Sorry, it is Diane.
Diane. Well, you got to get that right.
I know. Sorry, Diane.
I thought she was a clear winner of that category.
Definitely.
She won that quite easily, I thought. Her condition was really good. A little bit skinny through the upper body. Could do with a little bit more added muscle to add more shape to it. But really nice legs, nice glutes. blonde hair on the dark skin, looked really good. I thought she was a standout.
Yeah, she looked really good. And so new FMG Pro there. And in second place was competitor number 309, Joanne Narn, who we did see 2 weeks earlier in NZ as well. She is a teeny tiny little girl. I think she just needs a bit more muscle density overall.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Her condition was okay. Could have been a touch tighter.
Yep, I agree.
Especially around the midsection and around the lower back and stuff like that. And the glutes a little bit, but she's got a nice leg shape. But yeah, it just needs to be a little bit tighter overall.
Yes. And in third place was competitor number 306, Tia Mertry, who also did the NZ show and followed on with the Worlds lineup. What did you think of Tia?
Yeah, she was good. Yeah, really good. Just needs to be a little bit leaner.
Yeah, I agree.
But she had a nice structure, like nice narrow hips, not overly large in like hip girdle or anything like that.
Skin looked great.
Looked like she loved being up there. Could do with a little bit more practice in her posing.
Yes, maybe a bit more polished.
And that's just comparing her to the really good girls who pose exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But yeah, just needs to work on that.
It just comes down to practice on stage, because you can practice anything in the lounge room, but once you get on stage, you get a little bit nervous, nerves take over, and you're only going to gain that experience by actually stepping on stage.
Yeah.
But, great top 3 for our Bikini Class 1 category. Moving on to Bikini Class 2, in first place and new FMG Pro was competitor number 313, Jade Shields, who we saw in New Zealand 2 weeks earlier, who is an Abby Slavin lookalike, is she not?
You'd think it was her little sister.
I know. You could swear it was. What did you think of Jade?
I thought she looked really good, like incredibly pretty.
Yes, stunning.
Really good curvy bikini body. Could do with a little bit more shape up top. Only because she looks a little bit straight up and down, could build a little bit more lats, a bit more shoulder width.
Just a bit more curves.
Just to add more curves.
Silhouette, the hourglass silhouette.
Yeah, just to add that to her. But other than that, I think her condition was pretty good for bikini.
Yeah, well-deserved new pro.
Yeah.
And then in second place, we had competitor number 315, Larissa Gamiro. Larissa is, I think, doing a follow-on show. What did you think of Larissa?
Yeah, she was good as well. Like huge potential.
Yeah.
Could be a little bit tighter in the glutes. Glutes were a little bit off. Not much, just a tiny bit off. But skin colour looked good. She was always smiling, happy to be up there.
Yeah, you could see she enjoyed it up there, which is great to see.
Yeah, she's got huge potential. She'll be a potential winner at some point.
Yeah, awesome. And then in third place was competitor number 317, Cassie Lewis, who was so striking on stage, but potentially a bit too lean for this category.
Yeah, I reckon she would have been better in a category up.
Yeah, Bikini Athletic potentially, because she was quite lean.
Her shoulders ended quite sharp, and she had really definite line down the side of her leg. Abs were quite deep.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Bikini Athletic is where she fits, but she could build a little bit of size to get into that.
Yeah, definitely. But I think still overall she was still deserving of third place in this lineup. Even though 100%. She was potentially that little bit too lean, it still surpasses someone who's a touch off. Because she can come in a touch less lean for future shows if that's what she wanted to do and stick to the bikini category.
You've got to reward a little bit of leanness over someone that's too soft.
Exactly.
Only because if they're too soft, sometimes it borderline looks a bit spongy, a bit dimpling.
Yeah.
Condition sort of overrides
Someone
that.
can always soften up and back that dieting or fill up a bit more. I loved her bikini. Her bikini was awesome.
Yeah.
Loved her bikini.
Yeah, it did look good.
Yeah. So great Bikini Class 2 category. Then moving on to Bikini Class 3 in first place, and new FMG Pro is competitor number 324, Mira Luciani, who is our 18-year-old.
Oh, this is the one.
Who
they do
again, dark hair,
look alike.
blue bikini.
Yeah.
What did you think of Mira? How good did she look for 18?
I know, huge potential. Even the way she curves her body and stuff like that. Like she really accentuates the curves of her hips and her glutes and that. Really good. Like huge potential. Of course, needs to build more size.
Yep.
Just to add a little bit more muscle density overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be a touch tighter in the legs.
Yeah.
But other than that,
for her age,
huge potential. Yeah.
Crazy. That is just crazy for her age. And then in second place was competitor number 276, Carly May, What did you think of Carly in the white bikini?
Yeah, she looked good, but she needed to be a bit leaner, more so in the glutes, the hamstrings, a little bit around the midsection. But she was happy and always smiling.
Yeah,
looked like she loved being up there.
Yeah,
If in the future she needs to just bring a bit more conditioning, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And then in third place was competitor number 322, Felicia Zozak, in the bright orange, which I loved with the touch of pink. I think she looked really striking in that colour.
Yeah.
Just a bit more conditioning.
She had a really good structure. I remember she was really wide-shouldered, really not just naturally her bone structure is quite wide.
Yeah.
Which of course makes it look so much better as it comes into the waist.
Yeah.
But just not quite lean enough.
Yeah, but definitely potential to move up placings and
100%.
potentially take out a pro status.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Bikini 35 plus. In first place, a new FMG Pro, who we just talked about earlier, was competitor number 309, Joanne Nam, who we did see at the NZ show, and again, she was in second place in Bikini Class 1.
I think it was second, yeah.
It was second place in Bikini Class 1. So Joanne won her Pro card in Bikini 35 plus. And we've already said our feedback on her. In second place was competitor number 304, Jeanette Gunn, who we have seen compete with us before. Amazing skin.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable skin for 35 plus. Love her skin. I think her midsection could do with a bit more tone.
100%, yeah. She from side on a little bit thick through the waist and that, but I'm sure she could bring that in with, being a little bit tighter.
She had a nice
working
leg
on
shape.
core strength a bit.
Nice leg shape side on, nice glutes from behind.
Yeah.
Definitely potential to take out.
Oh, 100%.
A win in the future.
Yeah.
And then in third place was competitor number 320, Sky Hollis, who had the beautiful emerald green on. What did you think of Sky?
Yeah, she looked good. Just the same thing. Just need a little bit more development, like a little bit more muscle density overall.
Yeah.
Just to add some more curves to her, because she was quite a tall girl.
Yeah.
And condition, just need a little bit more conditioning, especially in the glutes and the hamstrings and stuff like that.
Yeah, but definitely a great look and a great lineup for our Bikini 35 plus competitors.
Yeah.
Next up was our amateur Bikini Model 45 plus competitors, and in first place, our new FMG Pro is competitor number 280, Vandana, who we did talk about earlier in the Bikini Athletic 35 plus category. So she was awarded her Pro card in the bikini category. Like we did say, she was quite lean.
Yeah.
So obviously if she's going to stick to bikini and not do Bikini Athletic moving forward, because as a pro, people can choose to move into a different category because they want a pro status in one category doesn't mean they have to stick to that. She doesn't want to be any leaner for bikini.
I reckon she could soften up a little bit for bikini.
Yeah, and like we said, fill up because she needs that more tightness.
Yeah, she looked a bit wasted away in the glutes and stuff like that. And her legs are that lean that she's not going to spill or anything. Like she needs to be a bit fuller. Yeah.
And in second place was competitor number 328, Cecilia Fonsenza, who had beautiful bikinis on. She had one with pearls and one with the little bit of gold chain on it. What did you think with Cecilia? I think it was a conditioning.
It was, but I was a bit torn because she fitted the bikini category a little bit better than the winner with conditioning. But she was a little bit too soft in certain areas, like where the muscles end around the knees and the glutes where it needed a little bit and the hamstrings just needed a little bit more. Yeah. Whereas the other girl was in better condition. I was torn between them two. Like I was sort of back and forth a bit. But that's the way. I think the outcome was right because she wasn't quite ready. She just needed another week, maybe a week.
Yeah. And then in third place was competitor number 329, Angela Dwyer in the green bikini. What did you think of Angela?
Yeah, no, she looked good as well. She was she had nice skin. Really, really good. I'm not 100% sure if I'm thinking the right person, but she had a really good stage walk. Yeah, I can't remember. Do you?
I don't remember because I'm not looking at the footage. I'm just looking at a photo.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a picture. But but she was good, but needed more condition. Just overall from head to toe. Yeah. Like her condition was quite even, but just needed
that little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more. I reckon the same thing. Another week, 2 weeks, and she could be really right on.
And these ladies are over 45.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How good do they look? Over 45?
Yeah, none of them had like overly loose skin or anything anywhere. And this is like plus 45.
I know, crazy. Such an inspiration. Okay, so let's move on to our biggest lineup of the day, I think, was our Pro Bikini Model. And our FMG World Bikini Champion is competitor number 340, Tani Sheehan. This is her 7th crown.
Yeah, I know.
How amazing did Tani look?
Oh, yeah, she was a standout again. I thought she was pushed a little bit by Afton. Like, she was pushed, but still, just the way she moves, the way she poses, she's the perfect bikini model.
Yes, it's got that hourglass silhouette.
Yeah, and the way she moves and twists her body and poses.
She accentuates what she's got.
Yeah, even if she's lacking in a certain area, she hides it by over-accentuating her curves. Very clever. Yeah, she's good. Good poser. Yeah, really good.
Absolutely stunning on stage. Just what can you say about Tani?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hard.
There's a reason why she's won 7 crowns.
Yeah, it's hard to like say you need to improve here, there, because at the moment she's like the benchmark for it.
Yes.
So it's difficult to say. But yeah, exceptional.
Yeah. And then, of course, when we were talking before about what the difference was between with the women's categories, Tani is the benchmark for bikini, being the world champion. And then you look at Paris compared to Tani, totally different physiques.
Yeah.
But then when you look at Paris compared to Hattie, again, you've got that totally different physique.
Yeah.
So I think there is really a clear difference between what those 3 categories are looking like and what the difference is.
Yeah.
And in second place was competitor number 334, Afternoon. What did you think of Afton?
Yeah, that was amazing. When she first walked out, I thought, oh, hang on a minute. This is going to... Tani might not get this one.
Yeah, she's going to be pushed.
Yeah, but... incredible walk. The way she walks and her stage presence and her glutes are so round and firm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's exceptional. I think she still carries just a little bit too much muscle in the upper body.
Touch.
Like in the shoulders and that. And I know she's come down in size.
Because originally Afton was a fitness competitor, so she really has come down in size.
But still just that little bit touch too muscular.
Now, she comes from a track and field background, so she has really got that athletic look about her.
You can tell by the glutes and the legs that she comes from track and field.
Yeah.
Like now you say that, like that's obvious. But yeah, she's poses well.
Beautiful skin.
Incredible stage walk. Like her walk, just
one
like
of the best.
Bouncy and
confident.
Yeah, really,
polished,
really good. Yeah.
Poised, beautiful skin. Love the hair.
Yeah.
And another person who is a great competitor on stage and is always the first one to clap for the other competitors.
Yeah.
Love everything about Afton. And in third place was competitor number 341, Tyler Kerline, who just 2 weeks prior won a crown in NZ. What do you think of Tyler?
Yeah, she just come up against 2 really, really good ones. In any given year, she could normally win something
beautiful
like
curves.
this. Yeah, she could win a title. Won a crown quite easily.
Well, she did in NZ. She won the crown.
But even at a world title, it just depends who she's standing next to, I think.
Yeah,
but she
definitely.
could be a touch leaner.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just especially in the legs, like just not quite as sharp where the muscle ends.
Yep.
On her quads.
So much potential.
Glutes were nice and round and firm.
Yeah.
Side
on, her legs are nice and curvy. Got a really nice shape to the leg side on.
But just a touch more condition.
Yeah.
Which is,
I agree.
And that's been extremely critical.
And this was a massive lineup. We had 16 girls in this lineup. So many of them could have been in the top 10. Didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
Doesn't make them any less of an athlete.
No,
that was literally world standard.
Yeah. That was a real headache
at that show
to judge.
It was. But great, amazing lineup, and congratulations to Tani for taking out that title. Moving on, we have Pro Bikini 35 plus. And winning that was competitor number 334, Afternoon, who we did just talk about, Afton, who was runner-up in the open bikini. So how amazing is that she is also in the 35-plus category. And Afton travelled here all the way from Texas.
Yeah.
So we're so glad that she stepped on her stage, and a well-deserved win in that lineup.
Yep.
What else can we say about Afton that we haven't said already in the open category?
Yeah, she's exceptional.
Exceptional. And then in second place was competitor number 332, Melissa Green, who is no stranger to our stage and a crown winner as well. What did you think of Mel at this show?
Yeah, I thought she looked really good. I've seen her look a little bit better. Just her leg from side on wasn't quite as sharp as Afton's.
Yep.
It didn't have quite the same leg shape, wasn't quite as sharp. the line all the way up to the glutes and the side on from the leg. But
she has improved from the NZ show.
Yeah. But
I think she could just do that a bit more.
Touch more. Yeah, just a little touch more. But she was standing next to someone really good like that.
Yes.
Stan's got incredible structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think Mel looked really, really good. And she's always really good poser, always smiling on stage. Skin colour looked fantastic.
Yeah. Good bikini choice.
Yeah, just come up against someone who's exceptional.
Yeah. And then in third place, we had competitor number 347, Jane Curry, who just the previous 2 weeks ago in NZ had taken out this title.
Yeah, that's right.
What did you think of Jane?
Yeah, I thought she looked a little bit tighter than the NZ show.
Yeah.
Didn't need to be any tighter, I don't think. Just needs to add a little bit more shape to a body.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit more curve in the hamstrings, the glutes, maybe upper glute, not quite as round as the other girls in the upper glute.
Yeah, I agree. Beautiful smile, beautiful presentation.
Yeah, it looked fantastic. Skin colour was really good. Nice coloured bikini, looked really good.
Right up there in the mix with all of those ladies. So well done to our Bikini 35 plus pro athletes. And moving on, we have Pro Bikini Model 45 plus. Only had 2 ladies in it at this show. In first place and world champion 296 Mariana Riding, who we did talk about Mariana in the Bikini Athletic category. She does hold quite a bit of muscle. However, in this lineup, she still was the deserving winner in the bikini category here. But she is bordering on potentially having that too much muscle moving forward.
Yeah, I think she was maybe a touch too lean for bikini, but the way she was posing in it was pretty good.
She kept it soft for bikini.
She wasn't squeezing. She wasn't squeezing the legs or anything like that. She was keeping it soft and just flowing, no tensing.
Yes, and she had the 2 different styles. So in the Bikini Athletic, she posed harder, presented her muscles differently to how she kept it softer in the bikini category.
Yeah, I think she was the deserved winner. Like she was just tighter in some of the places.
Yeah.
In some places, like in the hamstrings and glutes and stuff like that, a little bit firmer.
But in second place, competitor number 346, Danielle Pearson, is still what an incredible athlete and what great skin for 45 plus.
Yeah,
I'm
amazing.
jealous.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Love Danielle. Another competitor who is so happy for the person placing ahead of her, which I love to see.
Yeah.
And she's just a beautiful person. And again, she was our reigning Australian champion for 45 plus from the Australian show, and definitely could take out a world title.
Oh, 100%.
On another day.
Yeah, easily.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And our other category for the day was our transformation makeover, which we don't have a winner for, because how do you compare everyone's story? Everyone's coming from a different background, coming to a different goal at the end. But it's always so good to see our transformation competitors. We had 4 competitors. We had 201 Ishard, our only male in the transformation category. We had competitor number 300, Jenna Audrey Williams, 301 Gracie Butcher, and 302 Gabby Spears. And I love seeing them all on stage. They have great camaraderie. Love seeing their before photos on stage, and love how the crowd gets into it in standing up and applauding them. It's always good to see our transformation competitors.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, so well done to every single competitor that stepped up on stage at Worlds. There was a lot of categories, an amazing lineup, and an amazing show. It was awesome.
It was a hard show to judge.
It was very hard to judge. We were very glad when the show was done and we could put our pens down.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who stepped on stage. Thank you for trusting FMG and choosing FMG as your stage to compete on. As you can see, we've gone through why the placings were how they were to explain it to everyone. One thing I can promise you, you will always be judged fairly on our stage. You will always be treated with respect. At the end of the morning show, we don't know where anyone scored anyone. We don't know the results until right at the last minute. You will always be judged fairly on our stage. Thank you for trusting and competing with us. If you've ever got any concerns, always reach out to us. We have the FMG social media pages, or, of course, to myself at admin@fmgshows.com. And thanks for coming on, Leah, and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you.
It's very detailed. I loved it. Loved having you. We might have to get you back for next show.
I don't think so.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.